It's a beautiful day for baseball deep in the heart of Arkansas from Hot Springs World-Class High School in Hot Springs. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. I'm Mark Oliver. Good afternoon. We join you with the first pitch of today's action as your National Park Nighthawks play host to the Buffaloes of Arkansas Baptist College. Today, 1-2 Nighthawks come to town to try to defend the home turf here against the Buffaloes, who are 2-1 in the weekend series up to this point. Bradley Bearden on the mound, the former Ashdown Panther for the National Park Nighthawks, as he throws against number 14 Caribe Thrower of Arkansas Baptist College. Top of the first inning here. Today's broadcast brought to you by Arvest Bank, Allen Tillery Auto Group, and First Security Bank, as Bearden is going to hit Thrower to start today's game. So the first Buffalo is on board here in the top of the first on a hit by pitch. Thrower goes to first, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, batting second, number 3, Zach Kibler. 1 on, no outs here in the first, as that one is drilled out into right field. And sailing in to make the catch is the Nighthawk right fielder, Sam South. Throw to first is not in time, but there is one away here in the top of the first inning. South gets the first out for the Nighthawks, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Josuel Colon. Remaining on first is Thrower here in the top of the first. The first pitch is outside, strike one. Bearden likes the call. And the second pitch is on, and it's a called strike two. Bearden's battery mate this afternoon is former Lakeside Rams catcher Zach Malugan. Oh-2 count on Coloni, swings through, strike three. Real quickly, 2 men are down for the Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes here in the top of the first inning. Francisco Cartaya will step in for the Buffaloes, be the 4th hitter coming to the plate for Arkansas Baptist here in the first. Getting a lead at first is Caribe Thrower. Bearden calls time. Great day for baseball here in the Spa City. A little bit chilly, a little bit of wind here on a Sunday afternoon. The Nighthawks look to even up the series at 2 games apiece. First pitch is off the mark. Ball 1 to Francisco Cartaya. Great crowd on here, cheering on the Nighthawks on this Super Bowl Sunday. That's a called strike on Francisco Cartaya. Next pitch on its way from Bearden. The runner goes, and the throw down is not in time. It's going to sail into center field. Thrower is going to pick his legs up and head on over to third base, where he will be in safely. Thrower will advance to second on a stolen base and then advance over to third on an error. And now the Buffaloes have a runner at third. Bearden delivers here as he continues to battle with Francisco Cartaya. Here's the pitch from Bearden and connecting back to the screen for a strike. Bearden gets the sign from Malugan. Runner on third. Here's the pitch, and that one is grounded out to Hackney over at short. He can't handle it. 1 run will come in here in the first inning for Arkansas Baptist as Thrower makes his way all the way home. Cartaya is going to reach on an E6 Error charged to Jack Hackney of National Park College. It's a 1-0 ball game. Garrett Dennis is the 5th Buffalo to bat here in the first inning. Runner on first is Francisco Cartaya. 2 away here in the top of the first. Bearden delivers, and that one is cracked over to Hackney at short. He'll throw to second. John Fowler makes the 3rd out of the inning, and down go the Buffaloes. But not before they get a run across the board. 1 run, no hits, 2 errors, and that will be how the top of the first comes to a close here in Hot Springs. We go to the bottom of the first. The Nighthawks coming to bat next. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the first inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Arvest Bank in Hot Springs. Brian Portundo is the pitcher on the mound for the Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes, as National Park will come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. They'll bring Demias Jimerson, Cade Stewart, and Jesus Minjarez as the 1-2-3 hitters, looking to cut back into a 1-0 deficit so far. Jimerson's been hitting the baseball very good so far in this historic first series here in Hot Springs this weekend.
Leading off your Nighthawks, number 2, center fielder, Demias Jimerson.
Jimerson will step in, the Nighthawks center fielder, looking to get the offense started here. He'll face off against Portundo here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch on its way from Portundo, swung through by Jimerson for a swinging strike 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one cracked out deep into the outfield. Jimerson right into the glove of the center fielder waiting for the Buffaloes. It was Caribe Thrower making the catch, and one Nighthawk is down here in the first inning. That'll bring up Cade Stewart for National Park College.
Now batting first baseman, number 5, Cade Stewart.
Stewart steps in from the right-hand side, facing off against Portundo. First pitch swung through, strike 1. Portundo delivers here. Stewart's going to step back for ball 1. Next pitch on its way high. Stewart's going to duck under it for ball 2. Count is 2-1 to Cade Stewart of NPC. One away here in the bottom of the first inning. A 1-0 ball game in favor of the Buffaloes. Here's the next pitch on its way. Stewart's going to ground that one down to third. Scooped up. Throw over to first is in time. There's 2 away here in the first. Stepping in for National Park College will be the third baseman, Jesus Minjarez. A Hot Springs native, former Lakeside Ram will step in. He's got a couple of home runs this season. Brings a very big stick to the batter's box for NPC, facing off against Portundo with 2 away. First pitch on its way. Minjarez cracks that one high and deep, out to the outfield, back to the wall, off of the top of the pole. It's going to stay in. Minjarez is headed for second, and he slides on in with a double. And I'm telling you, he missed a home run by about an inch there, as he'll have to settle for a double there. A little bit of wind here at the ballpark, and I think that kept that one from going yard. A 2-out double for Minjarez. The Nighthawks tying run is at second. Mason Sellers steps in, the designated hitter in today's game. Portundo watches Minjarez. Over at second, here's the first pitch. It's low in the dirt, ball 1. Portundo takes his time, checks the runner. Minjarez over at second. Here's the pitch, and that one's cracked right up the middle. Mason Sellers over to second. The throw over to first is in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Nighthawks. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on. We go to the second inning here in Hot Springs. The Buffaloes lead 1-0. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Top of the second inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Allen Tillery Auto Group. Bradley Bearden still throwing on the mound for National Park College. He'll throw a strike as we get ready to start the second inning here. Andrew Morgan steps in for Arkansas Baptist. The Buffaloes leading 1-0. He'll swing through the second pitch he sees for a quick strike 2, down in the count 0-2. Buffaloes were able to plate 1 run back in the top of the first inning. And that score still stands here as Morgan faces a 1-2 count. Bearden delivers the 1-2. That one down in the dirt, count even at 2-2. The 2-2 is outside. It's a full count on Andrew Morgan. Here's the 3-2. Swung through. Grounder to short. Hackney bobbles it. Can't get it. Throw to Stewart is in time. What a play by Hackney to stay with it and get the lead runner. There's one away here in the second. Hackney coming up with a big split-second throw there. Stewart able to scoop it. One away as Hudson Graffia steps in for Arkansas Baptist College. First pitch from Bearden is taken for strike 1. Bearden has allowed just one hit in today's game so far, as this one has swung through for strike 2. Graffia down in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 delivery swung through, strike 3. And Bearden will get Graffia swinging on 3 straight pitches, going down for the second out of the second inning. That will bring up the number 8 hitter, the third baseman, Nick McMullen.
Now batting number 8, third baseman, Nick McMullen.
With 2 away, Bearden fires, and McMullen's going to ground that one foul. Down the first base line, count is 0-1. Second pitch on its way. Called strike 2. Down in the count, 0-2 is McMullen. Bearden looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 0-2. Cracked high and foul, out of play. The 0-2. Grounder on the infield, scooped up by Fowler. Throw over to Stewart is in time. The side is retired in order. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second inning. National Park comes to bat, trailing 1-0. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZero Sports. Bottom of the second inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by First Security Bank in Hot Springs. The Nighthawks will have their 5, 6, and 7 hitters up here in the second. Jack Hackney, Sam South, and John Fowler. Here's the first pitch from Portundo to Jack Hackney. First pitch taken for ball 1. Portundo's next one is on its way, and that one is cracked out to left field, backing up and making the catch. Out in left field is Hudson Graffia. That's the first out of the second inning. Due up next for National Park College will be the right fielder, Sam South. South wears number 52. He hails from Owasso, Oklahoma. And he'll step in from the left-hand side. 1 away here in the second. South takes the first pitch he sees, ball 1. Portundo delivers, and South is going to pop that one up in the infield. Sailing under it over at shortstop is Zach Kibler. There's 2 away. Nighthawks have popped up a couple of times here for 2 outs early. John Fowler, the second baseman, checks in. Fowler bats from the left-hand side against Portundo, trailing 1-0. With 2 away, here's the first pitch. Down in the dirt, Fowler watches it for ball 1. 1-0 on its way. Fowler's going to take it for a called strike one. One and one the count, 2 away here in the second. Portundo fires, and Fowler's going to watch it for ball two. Here's the 2-1. Fowler's going to connect right up the middle. Scooped up over at second. The throw to first is in time. And down go the Nighthawks, 1-2-3 here in the second inning. We go to the third. Arkansas Baptist leads 1-0. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZerosports.com. Top of the third inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Allen Tillery Auto Group. Leading off for the Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes, leading 1-0 will be the second baseman, William Dennis. It's the 9-1-2 hitters due up for the boys in purple this afternoon. Bradley Bearden on the mound for the Nighthawks. First pitch over to Jesus Minares, and the throw to Cade Stewart is in time for the first out of the inning. So one away as we return to the top of the order. It's Caribe Thrower. He is the lone run in today's game. He was hit by a pitch to start today's ball game. Ended up coming around to score. He's going to look to add to the offense for the Buffaloes here. First pitch from Bearden. A check swing. He went around for strike one. 0-1 the count on Thrower. Bearden gets his sign. Here's the pitch, and that one is fouled back to the screen. Thrower quickly down in the count, 0-2. After a 1-2-3 inning, back in the second inning, Bradley Bearden on fire, in command. Looking to make quick work of the Buffaloes here. 0-2 is the count on Thrower. Here's the pitch, and it's down in the dirt for ball one. Bearden wanted to get Thrower chasing, but nothing going there. Bearden to wind up the delivery. There's a connection out down to second base. Scooped up by Fowler, over to Stewart. 2 away here in the third. Next hitter do it for the Buffaloes this afternoon, Zach Kibler. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to right field back in the first inning. With 2 away, Kibler steps in against Bradley Bearden. Here's the pitch. That one is popped up high in the infield and sailing right under it. Jesus Minjarez, and down go the Buffaloes. 1-2-3 for the second consecutive inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning with the Nighthawks coming up to bat. It's 1-0 Buffaloes. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the third inning here in Hot Springs. The Nighthawks go to bat, trailing 1-0. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Arvest Bank. Brian Portundo on the mound for the Buffaloes, and the first pitch he throws over to Zach Malugan is going to be picked up and knocked over to first base for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. And that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter for National Park College in today's game. That's Weston McGee. McGee bats in from the right-hand side, facing off against Portundo. He'll wind up the delivery. He'll take the first pitch he sees for ball 1. Nighthawks have mustered just 1 hit so far in today's game. Looking to get the offense jump-started here with McGee. He's going to pop that one back foul. Out of play, evening the count at 1-1. On deck for the Nighthawks is the top of the order with Demias Jimerson. McGee facing the 1-1 from Portundo. Take that one for a called strike 2. The 1-2 down in the dirt, check swing and didn't go around. It'll be 2-2. On its way, McGee connects out to left field, and right there on the run, making the grab is Hudson Graffia. That is the second out of the third inning. Top of the lineup, back up for National Park College. Demias Jimerson will step up. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to center field back in the first inning. With 2 away, Jimerson will step in. Portundo gets the sign from his catcher. Here's the first pitch. Jimerson watches it for ball 1. The delivery from Portundo, 2 off the mark. It's 2-0. Here's the 2-0. That one connected, popped up high into left center field. Sailing under it, out in left, making the third out is Hudson Graffia. That will retire the side in order, 1, 2, 3. We go to the 4th inning here in Hot Springs. Arkansas Baptist hanging on to a 1-0 lead. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Top of the 4th inning here in Hot Springs. Hot Springs World-Class High School. It's the place where the National Park Nighthawk baseball team calls home this season. We're joined by the athletic director of National Park College, Mr. Jason Hudnall. Coach, welcome to the press box up here. A great weekend for baseball. I know you've been traveling a lot. You were with the women's basketball team in Missouri yesterday, and now your first action, getting a chance to see this Nighthawk baseball team in action. What do you like from what you've seen so far?
Well, first of all, I like seeing all the people from the community coming out to support our young men, and you could tell they were hungry for college baseball here in Garland County, and so we're excited to be a part of that and to be able to be Garland County and Hot Springs college baseball team. And you can tell that there are a lot of folks excited about it with the number of people that have come out. And man, we couldn't have asked for better weather for our home opening weekend. That just tells you right there, I think, Mark, that God's got to be a baseball fan, right?
It's baseball season is in full swing, no doubt about it, here in the Spa City. And, of course, adding another historic page to a very big history book for baseball in this city here in Arkansas. But you have to give a lot of credit to Coach Dylan Hargrove and the team that he has helped put together this season. A lot of local guys, some guys from a little bit farther out, some out-of-state guys, and they all come in. And, man, this is a really fun group to watch so far.
That's right, Mark. One of the things that, when we looked on paper of bringing and expanding athletics and starting baseball and softball as well is first of all, is it something that our community would support, and we feel like that we've seen that. Next, will it create opportunities for young people, for students, and we've seen that. I mean, I think we've got 38 young men on the baseball roster, and Mark, none of these student athletes would be calling National Park and Hot Springs home if not for baseball. They were either playing baseball at another junior college and have transferred to us, or they were coming out of high school and they were looking for a place to further their playing career. And so either way, these are 38 brand new students that are coming into National Park College and calling Hot Springs home, and can't say enough about what Coach Hargrove and Coach Thompson have done in recruiting these young men, to getting them to our campus and to be a part of our student life, and what they've brought to that. I mean, if you've been at a basketball game this year, you know the difference in environment having 30 baseball players over there in the stands has brought. And so we're a different campus, a different culture, and it's exciting to be a part of.
Of course, Nighthawk baseball, just one of 3 new sports being unveiled to Nighthawk Nation this year. National Park softball as well, and getting a very talented coach in Jessica Taylor for the Nighthawk softball team. And, of course, cross country also making its debut for Nighthawk athletics. There's really something for everybody now at National Park College.
Absolutely. We have new dorms that are going up. They're being constructed. We see those going up every every day the progress on those. We've got young men and women from not only Garland County and the surrounding counties, but from all over the state and from our region. Students from Missouri, from Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, that have chosen to choose National Park College to further their education. Man, it's an exciting time to be a Nighthawk.
Now, of course, you serve as head men's basketball coach for the Nighthawks as well, and year after year, this is a team that continues to get better, continues to pull really top talent from across the state of Arkansas. This year, you've got talent coming in from outside of Arkansas joining Nighthawk Nation. And what has it been like on the journey here for year 3 for the men's basketball team?
It's been fun to go from a startup program, just starting as a club and just trying to scratch and claw and find our way through things to where we are now, where we're able to recruit a different level of athlete. And the other night had a couple of Division I schools that came in to look at some of our student athletes. So in fact, one of the quotes from the Division I head coach that came in said, we didn't even know what National Park was before this year, and then so now we're on their radar, on their map. And I think that's going to be true for a lot of people. Maybe you didn't know who National Park College, who we were before, but we're definitely making a little bit of noise now. Hopefully the Nighthawk Bats can start making a little bit of noise here in the next couple of innings.
Here for Arkansas Baptist College, Andrew Morgan will step in with the bases loaded, no outs. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Over on third is Josuel Colon. Francisco Cartaya stands at second. Garrett Dennis over at first after being hit by a Bradley Bearden pitch. Andrew Morgan, who's 0 for 1 today, looking to make some magic happen for the Buffaloes, who lead 1-0 here in the 4th. Fouling that one back to the screen here.
See if we can get into a double play right here.
We've seen a few of those so far throughout the series this weekend. The Nighthawks were given some really good opportunities. And honestly, in talking to Coach Hargrove, he said it best that this is a team that's, we're playing some really tough opposition really early in the schedule, wanting to test this team with adversity.
That's right. I mean, Arkansas Baptist is a Division I JUCO, have had their baseball program established for quite some time. So, hats off to their coaching staff and the job that they do over there. We need to see if we can't get this one and split this series for the weekend.
There's a grounder right up the middle.
Hackney
right turns, fires home, and has Malugan at home, getting the lead runner, and that'll be the first out. And that takes a lot of pressure off of NPC pitcher Bradley Bearden.
It's a good heads-up play right there by the shortstop, charging the ball, getting it at home, save that run.
That'll advance the other runners. Francisco Cartaya over to third. Garrett Dennis stands at second. Andrew Morgan is at first for Arkansas Baptist. And here comes the left fielder, Hudson Grafia. Grafia is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. The bases remain loaded for the Buffaloes here, as Bearden and the Nighthawks look to work out of a jam, trailing just 1-0 here in the 4th.
Beautiful facility here at Hot Springs School District. Really appreciate their administration and the partnership that we've been able to work with them to allow our baseball and softball teams to call this our home.
Yeah, really excited for that partnership. A bright future here. And, of course, beautiful facilities. They just put the finishing touches on it right before we were able to start this series this weekend, which is great. And you can tell that the fans are really enjoying it as well.
Yeah, it's going to be, there's still a few more additions. I know that Coach Eccles, there's going to be some new bleachers that will be coming into play, some windscreens that will have both the Trojan and the Nighthawk logos on them on both the baseball and the softball fields. So it's going to continue to improve as the year goes on.
With one away and the bases loaded, Grafia steps back in. Bearden shakes off the first sign he sees. He has the one he wants. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up foul. Out of play. And like we talked about, here in the bleachers, a great number of fans are here watching today's game. They've had a really exciting time getting to experience some hometown college baseball here just this weekend as we start the month of February, a very busy month of February for Nighthawk athletics. Grafia is going to go down swinging. That will be the second out of the inning. And with the bases loaded and 2 down here in the 4th inning, that brings up the third baseman, Nick McMullen.
Big out right there by Bearden, getting getting that strikeout, be able to get the play at home before that, and then get a strikeout, really maybe pitch his way out of this jam.
First pitch cuts the corner,
Yeah,
strike one.
That's a good one right there by Bearden. Maybe he's starting to find his groove right here.
Yeah, Bearden has been pretty good so far today. And, certainly being bailed out a little bit by the defense has to boost his confidence here. Second pitch on its way, and that will paint the corner for a quick strike, two. McMullen is down in the count 0-2. Here's the third pitch of the at-bat. That one swung through, strike three. Down goes McMullen. Down go the Buffaloes. They will leave the bases loaded. One hit, no runs, no errors. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning where the Nighthawks come to bat trailing 1-0. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the fourth inning here from Hot Springs World-Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver, joined by the athletic director of National Park College, Coach Jason Hudnall. National Park College coming to bat here in the bottom of the fourth, trailing by one, and they'll start things off with Cade Stewart. Stewart is 0 for 1 in today's action as he faces off against Brian Portundo.
That was big to get out of that jam in that last.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. That was a big opportunity. Things were starting to look kind of dicey there for Bearden on the mound, who's otherwise had a really good game so far.
Yeah, let's turn that momentum right here and see if we can't get a couple base runners and get something going.
Stewart watches one in the dirt down low. Due up for the Nighthawks here in the fourth inning. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Stewart, Minjarez, and Sellers.
Get somebody on, have Jesus send one over into that indoor facility.
Next pitch from Portundo, swung through by Cade Stewart. As he looks to straighten one out here as the leadoff hitter for NPC. Next pitch on its way. Stewart's going to jam that one foul, and it looks like it's going to sail out of play.
Get out of play.
Stewart returns back to the batter's box. He's got 2 strikes against him here. Number 5 will step in. Portundo delivers, and Stewart's going to ground that one down the third base line. That's picked up, and throw over to first is in time. Play is made by Nick McMullen to scoop it at third. There is one away here in the fourth inning. So Stewart comes down, and here comes the hot-hitting Jesus Minjarez. He has the lone hit in today's game. Got a couple of homers under his belt for the season. And Coach Hudnall, he is really fun to watch out there.
Hey, he is a local kid right here from Garland County, a graduate of Lakeside High School. The Rams, been a supporter of our program, and good to have some of those hometown kids that can stay in Garland County and go from being a Ram to a Nighthawk.
Yeah, and you can tell he is excited to be a Nighthawk this season, helping build a program from the ground up as he's going to pop that one sky high. Out in the shallow right field, the catch is made. That is the second out of the inning. Catch made out in right field by Francisco Cartaya.
See if we can't get on top of something right here.
Designated hitter Mason Sellers is going to step in. Sellers was the third out back in the first inning for the Nighthawks, and trailing 1-0, he's looking to get the offense going here with 2 away. Facing off against Brian Portundo. First pitch on its way, down in the dirt. Want to know the count on Mason Sellers. Next pitch on its way. Sellers is going to take it for a called strike 1.
Mark, one of the things I love about baseball is the pace of the game, how much different it is than basketball, which a lot of our listeners are obviously used to with Nighthawks basketball, but just how it lends itself to that community and camaraderie. And
Sellers connects on that one. Deep to left field. That one is going, gone. We're tied. Mason Sellers with a home run deep to left field. And he'll round the bases. And here come the high fives and the handshakes from National Park College. We're back in this ball game.
Yes, sir. Let's get on a roll right here. See if we can't get a little 2-out rally after that one.
What a shot by Mason Sellers to tie the game at 1. And here comes Jack Hackney with 2 away for National Park College.
Just a couple of innings ago, we got to spend a little bit of time with Jack's parents out here on the concourse and visit with them a little bit. They're really excited about Jack and his decision to be a Nighthawk and the time he spent both in the classroom and on the field for us. Find some green.
There it goes. Hackney's got it down for a base hit, and the Nighthawk offense coming alive with 2 away here in the 4th.
Mark, sometimes it just takes one. Somebody find a hole right there, and hitting can become contagious pretty quick.
Yeah, ball game momentum can shift just like that. It's very much unlike basketball or really any other sport out there. That's why it's America's pastime, Coach. Here's Sam South, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1 on the day, but with 2 away, he's got a man on first in Hackney and looking to give NPC its first lead today.
Sam's one of those young men that we had talked about. Came to us from out of state. He's from Oklahoma. Had some opportunities to play baseball there in Oklahoma, but was excited about being a part of an upstart, brand new program. And those are the kind of young men that we've really recruited. Somebody that just saw that being something they wanted to be a part of and make that part of their career of building something and starting something from the ground up where they can come back 2, 4, 5 years later and see what it's become and know that they were there at the very beginning. And so Sam is that kind of kid. He's a great student in the classroom, and we're excited that he chose to be a Nighthawk.
2-0 the count on Sam South of National Park College, and that one is drilled down for a single out in the shallow right field. That advances Hackney to second. The Nighthawk bats continue to come alive. That's 3 consecutive hits for National Park College.
Yes, sir.
Mason Sellers tied the game with a home run to left field. Jack Hackney with a single. Sam South following suit. Now the second baseman, John Fowler, with 2 out and 2 on. Ball game tied up 1 run apiece here in the bottom of the 4th inning in Hot Springs. Fowler is 0 for 1 today, grounded out to second his last time out, and he'll swing at the first pitch he sees, fouling it back to the screen.
Mark, a lot of our viewers and listeners might not realize this, but just 3 years ago, National Park had 0 student athletes, and I think this year we had 92 is our number. 92 student athletes that have chosen National Park College to be their hometown and their place to get an education and to be a part of their particular sport. It's an exciting time.
Yeah, Coach, you're absolutely right. Hot Springs is well known for numerous great high school athletic programs from all around. Just makes sense to have a college program to just continue that success. And some of these local guys are really excited. And even some like John Fowler, who comes from Washita High School, didn't really have to come super far up the road to Hot Springs, but very nice to have a place to call home close to home. Fowler's going to drill that one out to center field, and that will retire the side, but not before Mason Sellers ties the game on a huge home run. We go to the 5th inning, all knotted up at 1. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Top of the 5th inning here from Hot Springs World Class High School. A 1-1 ball game after a Mason Sellers home run by National Park College. And back into the swing of things here. Here come the Buffaloes. William Dennis will start things off as the number 9 hitter for Arkansas Baptist College. Special thank you to Athletic Director Coach Jason Hudnall for joining us here on the broadcast. He's off to do more AD things for National Park College. Always happy to have him on the broadcast. National Park Nighthawk men are in action Tuesday night at UA Cossatot. You can catch that broadcast right here on XZero Sports. Now we're joined by Nighthawk superfan and my 11-year-old son, Michael Oliver. Michael, what do you think about today's action here with National Park College?
It's going good. The game is tied.
What did you think about that home run over there a few minutes ago?
Best home run we've seen in a while.
Yeah, best home run we've seen this game for sure so far. And Michael's been helping us out on camera this afternoon, doing a fantastic job here. Bradley Bearden is going to deliver, and that one is a little bit high in the zone on William Dennis. Dennis is 0 for 1 in today's game. He grounded out to third base back in the 3rd inning. That one just off the mark. Bearden composes himself on the mound. Here's the pitch, and it's down away in the dirt, and Dennis will head over to first with a walk to start off the 5th inning for Arkansas Baptist College. So the lead runner is on, and coming up next for the Buffaloes will be Caribe Thrower, who reached base back in the 1st. He scored the lone run for Arkansas Baptist all the way back in the 1st. Grounded out to 2nd in the 3rd inning. We've got a meeting at the mound right here. Coach Hargrove wants a minute with Bradley Bearden just to make sure everything's okay with him and Zach Malugan. And we're going to have a pitching change. Bearden is going to come out. We'll have a new pitcher for National Park College. We'll get you all the details coming up next. This is Nighthawk Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Back here in the top of the 5th inning, Hot Springs World Class High School in Hot Springs. The new pitcher for National Park College is number 42, Kenley Anderson. Kenley joins Nighthawk Nation from Horatio. 5'10", 200 pitcher, throws right-handed. Caribe thrower will step back in, representing the top of the lineup for Arkansas Baptist College here in the 5th inning. Runner on first is William Dennis. No outs here in the 5th inning. Anderson fires, and that one is just off the mark for a ball. Battling against thrower here in the 5th inning. It's been a good weekend for baseball here for National Park College, a historic start for the program. Winning the debut 6-0, falling in the nightcap on Saturday 3-2, and then falling to the Buffaloes in the first game of today's action 6-3. Thrower steps back in, facing off against Anderson. Anderson down low, tries to paint the corner. It's inside. Throw over to first. Was not in time to catch William Dennis. So we'll reset. Kenley Anderson continues to battle against Caribe thrower. Here's the pitch, and it's high, a called strike. Full count against Caribe thrower here in the 5th inning. Runner on first, no outs. Here's the pitch, and that one is fouled back to the screen. Thrower continues to battle against Kenley Anderson. Anderson winds. Here's the delivery. Runner goes, and the throw down to second is in time. Down goes Dennis, caught stealing. And down goes thrower, striking out. The rare double play, strike him out, throw him out. And we'll have a new pinch hitter stepping in for Arkansas Baptist College. Sawyer Webb will be the hitter. Webb served as a pitcher late in the first game today. And with 2 away and none on, he'll face off against Kenley Anderson. Webb grounds that one to Jesus Minjarez over at third, and he'll throw over to Cade Stewart to make the play. Down go the Buffaloes, 1-2-3 here in the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Nighthawks coming to bat, all tied up, 1 run apiece. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the fifth inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by Allen Tillery Auto Group. The Nighthawks come to bat. Here in the fifth inning, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. And starting things off will be the former Lakeside Ram catcher, Zach Malugan. Malugan bats in, and he will face off against Brian Portundo. Portundo gave up the lone Nighthawk run back in the fourth, a home run to Mason Sellers. Malugan is 0 for 1 today, grounded out to the pitcher back in the third. Portundo, the first pitch is high over the head of Malugan, ball 1. Malugan will step back in. Count is 1-0. Here's the pitch. And quickly a 2-0 advantage for the hitter, Zach Malugan. Here's the pitch, and it's down in the dirt, 3-0. National Park looking to break the stalemate. Why not here in the fifth inning? Here's the pitch, and Malugan will take ball 4. Delayed call from the umpire behind home plate, but Malugan is on the leadoff batter. Heads down the first for National Park's Weston McGee. McGee popped out to left field back in the third inning. No outs here in the fifth. Nighthawks and Buffaloes all knotted up at 1. McGee stands at the ready at home plate. Swings to the first pitch, strike 1. Portundo eyes the runner. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to cut the corner for strike 2. 0-2 on McGee. Runner at first is Malugan. Here's the pitch, and that one is fouled down towards the National Park dugout. McGee stays alive. McGee steps back in, waiting the 0-2 from Portundo. Here's the pitch. That one cranked back to the pitcher. Portundo reels it in. Throw over to second in time. Over to first, not in time. The lead runner, Malugan, will be out at second. So McGee will stand at first on a fielder's choice. That brings up the top of the order for National Park College here in the fifth inning. Demias Jimerson. Jimerson is 0 for 2 today. Popped out to center and left field so far today. With 1 away, here's the first pitch from Portundo, and he connects a line drive. Going back at center field, the catch is made, and that forces McGee back to first. Some big hits by Jimerson today, but the outfield has been his enemy. With 2 away, that brings up Cade Stewart. Stewart is also 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out to third base both times today. Runner on first is Weston McGee, as Stewart awaits his first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Next pitch coming. Down in the dirt. McGee's going to stay at first. Count is 2-0 on Cade Stewart. Portundo, the 2-0 delivery. Stewart check swing is going to crack it back to Portundo. Quick throw over to first. The side is retired. Down go the Nighthawks in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on. We go to the 6th. All tied up at 1. This is National Park Nighthawk Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Top of the 6th inning here from Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Nighthawks Baseball on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. Due up for the Buffaloes here in the 6th are the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, beginning with Josuel Colon, the DH. On the mound will be Kenley Anderson for National Park College. Colon is 1 for 2 today, has a single and a strikeout. Called strike there on Colon. A 1-1 ball game. Arkansas Baptist scored way back in the 1st inning. It was Caribe Thrower who was hit by a pitch and then was able to be batted around all the way. National Park answered back in the 4th inning with a Mason Sellers home run. Anderson fires that one just outside the mark as he continues to battle against Colon. Next pitch. And it's a ball. Big pitch on its way. Here's the pitch and swung through. Strike 3. Colon goes down swinging. First out of the inning for Arkansas Baptist College. Pinch hitter coming in for the Buffaloes in place of Francisco Cartaya will be Negron. Anderson fires the 0-1, and that'll even the count up at 1-1. Francis Negron facing a 1-1. He's going to pop that one up. Out to center field. Demias Jimerson sails under it for out number 2. 2 away. First 2 batters retired for Arkansas Baptist here in the 6th. And that's going to bring up Garrett Dennis. Dennis is the team's catcher in today's action. Grounded out to shortstop in the 1st. He was hit by a pitch back in the 4th. That big 4th inning where the bases were loaded, but Bradley Bearden able to get out of the jam. That's been the difference maker defensively for National Park College in today's game. Anderson fires. Dennis, a grounder to Minares down at third base. The throw to Kate Stewart is in time. The side is retired in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, where the National Park Nighthawks will come to bat. Tied up 1-1. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZero Sports. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Hot Springs, campus of Hot Springs World-Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's broadcast brought to you by First Security Bank in Hot Springs. All tied up at 1 here in the 6th. Here come the Nighthawks. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters will be Minjarez, Sellers, and Hackney in today's game. And so far today, this has been the 3 strongest hitters for National Park College. So if you're going to break the stalemate, now's the time to do it. Jesus Minjarez is 1 for 2 today with a double as he steps in, facing off against Brian Portundo. First pitch, Minjarez takes it low in the dirt for ball 1. Second pitch, Minjarez takes it for strike 1. Count even, 1-1. Minjarez looking for something he can straighten out to get the offense started here in the 6th. Here's the pitch, and it's away for ball 2. The windup, the delivery, Minjarez fires to third base, off the third baseman, and that'll be a single to start things off for the National Park Nighthawks here in the 6th inning. Minjarez represents the go-ahead run over on first base, and stepping up is the lone run for the National Park Nighthawks today. That's Mason Sellers. Sellers is 1 for 2 today with a monster home run to left field. With Minjarez on first, Sellers steps in against Portundo. All tied up 1-1. Here's the pitch. Takes it in the dirt. And on the way to second is Minjarez on the passed ball. Go-ahead run in scoring position now for the Nighthawks. 1-0 is the count to Mason Sellers. Minjarez gets a lead over at second. Portundo keeps an eye on the runner. They won't hold him. Here's the pitch to Sellers, outside. Both Portundo and Dennis keeping their eye on Jesus Minjarez over at second base. Count is 2-0 on Mason Sellers. Here's the pitch. And it catches the corner for strike 1. Count is 2-1. Sellers with a big opportunity to give National Park its first lead in this game. Here's the pitch. Sellers watches it for ball 3. No outs, 1 on here in the bottom of the 6th inning in Hot Springs. Here's the 3-1. And that'll be a walk issued to Mason Sellers. Sellers heads down the first base. 2 on, no outs, and now due up for the Nighthawks is Jack Hackney. Hackney is 1 for 2 today. He's singled back in the 4th inning. Gets the sign from Coach Dylan Hargrove down the third base line. Runner at second is Minjarez. Runner at first is Sellers. Two on, no outs. Here's the pitch from Portundo. He fakes bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Coach Hargrove giving him the go-ahead. Hackney ready for the 1-0 delivery. Portundo watching the runner. Here's the 1-0. There's a little slash bunt there, fouled. Count evened up at 1-1 on Hackney. Hackney steps in, ready to go back to battle with Portundo. The 1-1 count. Fouled again. Hackney looking to try to utilize his speed and his skill to advance the runners around. But now he's down in the count 1-2. He's going to have to be forced to swing away. Hackney, a check swing. He's going to step back in. 25 versus 25, Portundo and Hackney. Here's the delivery. And sails in for a called strike 3. Hackney goes down looking. He's not happy about it. That is the first out of the 6th inning for National Park College. That'll bring up Sam South. South is 1 for 2 today with a single back in the 4th inning. Here's the delivery to South. He swings, he connects, popped up high into right field. And sailing under it, making the catch, National Park unable to advance as South flies out to right. 2 quick outs for the Nighthawks here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that's going to bring up John Fowler. Fowler's 0 for 2 today. Nighthawks on first and second. Minjarez on second. Sellers on first. Minjarez is the go-ahead run in scoring position. Nighthawks looking for a big hit off the bat of Fowler. First pitch on its way. Swung and fouled down the first base line. Count is 0-1 against Fowler. Battling against Portundo, batting from the left-hand side. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. And cracked down the first base line. Off the first baseman. There's a battle into the bag, and he's safe. Fowler will reach on an error by the first baseman. And that'll load the bases. Minjarez makes his way to third. Sellers stands at second. John Fowler is at first. And that brings up Hot Springs native Zach Malugan. Malugan walked back in the 5th inning. And now with the bases loaded and 2 out in the bottom of the 6th, he has an opportunity to break the tie. Here's his pitch, and it's high, sails on out for ball one. Malugan takes his time. Portendo has the sign from Dennis. Here's the pitch. Malugan connects. That one gets down, and the Nighthawks are going to come in and take the lead. Minjarez will score. Sellers will score. The Nighthawks plate two. Two RBIs for Malugan. And the Nighthawks have their first lead of this game.
Now batting for the Nighthawks, number 4, left fielder, Weston McGee.
John Fowler will stand at second after it's all said and done. Zach Malugan is going to be at first. Weston McGee is at the plate with 2 away. A 3-1 Nighthawk lead off a heroic hit by Hot Springs' own Zach Malugan. Here's the pitch. That one cracked foul. An important hit, giving the Nighthawks a 2-run lead, which will put immense pressure on the Buffaloes, who have just 3 outs remaining. McGee stands at the ready. Portundo's watching the runner Fowler. Here's the swing and a miss. McGee reached on a fielder's choice back in the 5th, popped out to left in the 3rd. Portundo on the mound, battling against Weston McGee. Looking to get out of this inning are the Buffaloes. Here's the pitch, and it's high, and the runners will stay put. Portundo eyes down Weston McGee at the plate. Gets the sign he wants, checks Fowler, and he'll step off. Doesn't like the lead that National Park has and wants to prevent any further damage from occurring here in the 6th inning. Jesus Minjarez started out the 6th with a hit. Mason Sellers walked. Zach Malugan knocked them both in. Here's a hit. Down the third base line, picked up. The throw over to first is in time to retire the side, but not before the Nighthawks find a way. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. It's a 3-1 ball game. National Park College goes into the top of the 7th, 3 outs away from evening up this series. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Top of the 7th inning here at Hot Springs World Class High School. National Park College takes a 3-1 lead as we go to the 7th inning. Be the final 3 outs remaining unless the Buffaloes can tie the game or take the lead. Andrew Morgan, Hudson Graffia, and Nick McMullen are due up for the Buffaloes here in the 7th.
Leading off first baseman, number 21, Andrew Morgan.
And of those 3 batters, they're a combined 1 for 6 in today's game. Morgan steps in, going to battle against Kenley Anderson of National Park College. The first pitch swung through, strike 1. Second pitch. Morgan tried to turn in and take a hit, couldn't do it. Count evened up at 1-1. Next pitch on its way in and paints the corner for strike 2. Kenley Anderson entered the game for Bradley Bearden. Got some nice help there back in the bottom of the 6th inning. As swinging through, strike 3, Morgan goes down. There's 1 away. Seven total strikeouts for the Nighthawk pitching team in today's game. Hudson Graffia is going to check in, and he struck out twice. First pitch from Anderson is a ball. Second one's going to fall a little bit low, 2-0 the count. Next pitch on its way. Saw in for strike 1. Next one on its way. That one grounded out to Minhara is at third. Can't get it. Hackney gets it, but he's going to not be able to get the scoop in time. I believe it's going to be an infield hit for Graffia. So 1 Buffalo is on the base paths in Graffia. That's going to bring up Nick McMullen. He's 0 for 2 today. 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. The third baseman steps in against Anderson, swings at the first pitch he sees. He'll foul it back. Kenley Anderson is going to take his place back atop the mound. He's going to check the runner, Graffia, over at first and get ready to take on Nick McMullen with a 0-1 count. Next pitch on its way. Sails in, called strike 2. Tough pitch to hit there. McMullen will step back in, down in the count. Here's the 0-2. Swung through, strike 3. Anderson struck out a couple so far. And the final hope for the Buffaloes in today's game will be the second baseman, William Dennis. Dennis walked back in the 5th inning. And with 1 on, he'll step in against Anderson. Anderson checks on the runner, Graffia over at first. He gets ready to deliver to Dennis. Here's the first pitch, grounder. Down, picked up at second, Fowler to first. This game is over. National Park College defeats Arkansas Baptist to even the series at 2 games apiece. Your final score, 3-1. The Nighthawks win. We're back after this to wrap things up from Hot Springs World Class High School. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Final score today in Hot Springs National Park beats Arkansas Baptist by a final score of 3-1. The Nighthawks trailing 1-0 early tie it up on a fourth-inning home run by Mason Sellers. And then Jesus Minjarez and Mason Sellers are driven in on a huge 2 RBI single by Zach Malugin to break the tie and take the 3-1 advantage. And that ended up being your final score after that big hit in the bottom of the 6th inning. Your winning pitcher this afternoon, Kenley Anderson of National Park College, as Brian Portundo takes the loss. That'll do it for National Park Nighthawks baseball here from Hot Springs World Class High School. A special thank you to our camera operator this afternoon, Mr. Michael Oliver. Michael, thank you for your help today, son.
You're welcome.
Michael Oliver, a 6th grader at Lake Hamilton Middle School, joining his dad on the broadcast this afternoon. It was a great weekend for baseball here in Hot Springs. National Park takes the 1st and 4th games in the series, while Arkansas Baptist took the middle 2. And it's a great start to the Nighthawks season, a lot of promise and a lot of excitement for the future of this program this season. We'll have select home games this fall on XZeroSports.com. Special thank you to my lovely wife, the beautiful Mrs. Hannah Oliver, my 2 wonderful children not with me in the booth, Benjamin and River Oliver, celebrating a Nighthawk win today. Special thank you to our sponsors, Arvest Bank, Allen Tillery Auto Group, and First Security Bank. The Nighthawks win 3-1. For Michael Oliver, I'm Mark Oliver. This one's for the Nighthawks. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.